What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out some of the newer statues that have gone up for PO recently. Here on Sideshow, they finally have the Jill Valentine statue up for PO. I really do love this statue, and I would love to get it with Nemesis. Extremely tempted. But of course, space is a concern. I did love 3, the video game, not as much as 2. 4 still my favorite. I really want to play 5 again because I did enjoy that the first time. Still, 1 I kind of played with my brother. I haven't played it, by myself, sort of. Let's see what else is new at Sideshow, though. Dungeons and Dragons. I loved that movie, by the way. I thought it was great. That's pretty cool. Kali. They got the Witch King as well up for PO. I have that on pre-order through Prime 1. As well as Nemesis. So lots of new Prime 1 stuff that's really older that's up for PO. And if you guys are looking to pre-order any of these, please use the links below as it does help the channel. Yeah, we've already talked about the Shredder. That 1/10 Vader is pretty sick by Iron Studios. I actually sold my Iron Studios 1/4 Vader recently. That was sold. Voldemort was sold. Vader Bust was sold. We sold Joker. He is on payment plan. I sold Thanos Bust. I sold Lord of Darkness. So I have sold quite a bit. And this was all to fund Thanos Bust. So, plus trying to create space and declutter. This is something I definitely want to check out. The new Ellie statue by Prime 1 Studios. Now, I did sell my custom, not because I didn't like it. I sold it because I was offered a shit ton of money. And anytime someone offers me a lot of money for a statue, I'm going to sell it. So here she is. They've revised the portrait. I think it looks really well done. She comes with a swap out shotgun and a revolver pistol. This is obviously a matching base to go with the Abby, as like a diorama. I think this would go fine as well. It's just like a standalone Ellie. Like if you really hate Abby, which seems like most people do, So, if you just want Ellie, I think this is the best sculpted Ellie out there. It definitely has the best likeness, the best overall detail. That is spot on Ellie. Prime 1 killed it. It's better than the gaming heads, better than my custom I had. Definitely the best Ellie statue I've seen. Extremely well done portrait. Comes with 2 portraits, that one and then this one, the more open mouth. I think both look absolutely excellent. I think if I, was to consider getting this, I don't know which portrait I'd display. I'd probably switch them, often. Same with the weapons. It also has LED illumination in this little light thing. And this is from the final scene, one of the final battles against Abby, really. It's not like the final thing, but definitely one of the final battles. I love the battle damage on her face. There's a little bit of blood and dirt and guff. The hair sculpt seems the exact same. Yeah, it's the exact same sculpt. The only big differences are the eyes, nose right here, and of course the mouth. Everything else is spot on the same. It's not a space hog, which is nice. I mean, realistically, this diorama is not a space hog at all. Abby is already low stock. The tattoo looks really well done, and that backpack looks great. Prime 1 kills it on their video game line. They always look so impressive. Here it is with the Abby statue. So you can kind of display a few different ways. You can do it like this or back to back. I think either works really well. I think this looks awesome. And I really like the look of this. Like Ellie's about to sneak around. Abby's waiting for her. Or you can do them back to back like this, like they're really searching for each other. If you do it like this, you kind of want it in a middle room type of a shelf. So, this also works good. I think this looks good as well. You can see just how much bigger Abby is. She's quite buff in Last of Us 2. But overall, I think it's great. I'm a big fan. $11.49, so price is decent. She has a much larger edition size at $750 versus Abby was $350 and is low stock. So I think, if you're on the fence, well, actually $400 and it's low stock. If you're on the fence, I would probably PO Abby. Ellie, it's hard to say if she's going to sell it because we've already had, the gaming heads, the custom, both sold out. Gaming heads was smaller, pretty decent sculpts, but it's always been the same pose for Ellie. The one that's the same was my custom, and now this is a new pose. Granted, the biggest problem with this, it's missing the zombie element, and Last of Us is a zombie apocalyptic game. And I feel like that is just one thing that Prime 1 missed on is, the whole idea is cool, the concept is cool, but the fact that you're missing zombies on a zombie video game, to me, is just a big miss. Imagine a Resident Evil statue without a zombie on it. Like, none of those statues appeal to me. Like, when I see the dark side, Ada Wong and Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4, and none of them have zombies on the base, it does not interest me at all. I'm like, I don't want that. I want the zombies. So, them not doing like a clicker is just, a punch in the face to the collectors, honestly. So I don't plan to buy this. I am waiting. I want Prime 1 to do a Last of Us 1 diorama with Joel and Ellie fighting against clickers, bloaters, runners, you name it. That is what I'm waiting for. So, I do like Last of Us 2. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it still is a very fun, good game. It's very enjoyable. I definitely would play it again. But I've played Last of Us 1 probably 5 times. It's a masterpiece. Where this one's just like a great game. Some people hate the game, but I still liked it. I still thought it was very fun. But Last of Us 1 is a masterpiece. So, pass for me, but overall, the sculpt is great, no doubt, and hopefully Prime 1 does a Last of Us 1 statue. I'm waiting for that, especially something to go with my clicker bus, which I, recently pre-ordered. So, definitely waiting on that. All right, let's check out here on Spec Fiction. I did also forget to mention on my Thanos bust, it was actually Spec Fiction that helped coordinate the shipping. So big shout out to Todd for helping me with that. Because when I was searching up quotes, I was getting quotes of $1,200. Todd came in and got it shipped for $680. So he took care of me. So thank you for that, Todd. So we do have the Megatron on Throne, priced at $3,149. So this is more expensive than the Prime 1 statue, which comes with a plethora of switch outs. And what you're getting is just Megatron sitting on the throne, holding a shotgun, and that little creature, same one that comes with the Prime 1. It is quite a big statue, like look at that. 80 centimeters. Alexa, how many inches is 80 centimeters?
80 centimeters is about 31 inches.
So it's 1 inch smaller than the Prime 1. So I think the scale is very similar. The thing is, I would much rather have the Prime 1 than this. It's cheaper. I prefer the sand base, the pose options, the cape. I just like the Prime 1 much more, honestly. The concept is cool, and it looks great detail-wise. The thing is, the Prime 1 detail is spot on perfect. And it's shipping now. So this is cool, but I just don't see this being a big seller. It's extremely expensive, and you can get the Prime 1 cheaper and looks better, in my opinion. So I don't really see that selling too good. Let's see what else we got. 1/4 Neo by Darkside Collectibles, $1,000. Look how simple that is. I feel like this should be like a $500 statue. Like that base is incredibly simple. And Neo's literally just standing there doing nothing. I think it looks like mixed media, but I could be wrong. Fully sculpted on the head. Yeah, it looks like mixed media. Like this literally looks like a $500 statue. Even that portrait. With glasses on, I think it looks great. Glasses off, that does not look like Keanu Reeves to me. That looks like a Sideshow premium format from 2013. I think with the glasses, it looks good, though. Overall, I would say this is a huge miss, though. For a Matrix statue, big miss. Not a fan. Gizmo's barking because Mommy's home. And let's see, anything else on Spec? That's pretty much it. See if there's anything at Kyo Nation. You got this new Revenge Studio Broly. It seems like it's quite popular. This is like a great companion kind of to Sume Broly, if you think about it. You got Broly more or less versus Goku, and they did kind of a similar base, where it has like the black and the DBZ logo, similar base style with that, darker rock and the clouds. So it definitely feels like this is supposed to complement, Sume Broly. The sculpt looks excellent. It looks spot on, just like Broly. You do get switch out busts to kind of change the display from him, attempting to punch him. Comes with these two little creatures from the movie. There is Vegeta where he looks like he's about to punch him, and then he actually punched him. But his punch did nothing. Light up as well. Overall, I think it looks great. You get quite a bit for your money. It's priced similar to what, Sume Broly was originally. And considering that was 4 years ago? And this is a shipped price because it's from Kaio Nation. So $1,100 shipped for this beast of a piece? I think it's a great deal. Now, I'm not getting it because I don't have space, and I'm pretty much done pre-ordering Dragon Ball Z. But I do think that looks quite good. I think in general they did a pretty good job on that statue. It looks great. Now, Kaio Nation needs to fix their website. I searched Dragon Ball Z, and it's showing Attack on Titan. How many statues before I actually see a Dragon Ball Z one? They need to fix that. Yeah, when I search Dragon Ball Z, it should be Dragon Ball Z only. I need to tell the owner to fix that. Yeah, here is some AR Studios. You got this Vegeta. I think this looks really good. Sculpt looks excellent. AR Studio, I believe, uses the same studio as MRC. And this looks good. Similar to this, Vegeta vs. Raccoon. This looks excellent. Nice diorama, cool concept, decent price. I think it looks good. And then they also have their Zarbon. So it's like AR Studios is doing all these different Vegetas kind of when he was dominating. He dominated Zarbon, Raccoon, even though Raccoon came back, him getting the Dragon Ball. So I feel like all three of those would display really well if you want a Vegeta Namek style. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, they still have Trunks bus. Ooh, a Bulma in a bathtub. Who wouldn't want that? I'll take a life size, please, of that. A Cell bust. Looks life size. Look at that Boo. A life size Boo. I do like this Roshi. It's made by the same who did this Krillin, which I did PO. This Roshi is 1/4. However, I don't know, it's not good enough for me. If I'm going to be, dedicating some space to Roshi, I want something different. So I passed on that Roshi. They also did Gohan as well, and Piccolo. They did, mostly everyone from the Saiyan saga. They have 1/4. And this is him when he is still a little kid, though. He just broke out of the capsule ship or whatever. Let's see what else is on Kaio Nation. One more page. Anything that stands out? I do like this. This is a 1/4 scale Goku vs. Vegeta Saiyan Saga with a Gohan. And I think the sculpt looks excellent. You got 1/4 and 1/6. This is something I've been tempted with, although the thing is for the most part, most of my DBZ display is not dioramas. This doesn't look like a Space Hog, though, but I do think it looks good. I have been tempted by this, and it's not that expensive. $585 for the 1/4. So I do like this. This is something I also saw recently that I thought looked pretty cool. Goku Blue Kaioken statue. When that first happened in Dragon Ball Super, I was incredibly impressed. I was like, holy crap, this is one of the coolest things ever. And they got it in 1/4 as well. Now, I don't collect Super, but I like this idea of doing the Kaioken Blue statue. So that is extremely cool. And that is kind of it here at Kaio Nation. So, yeah, we got Thanos bust. Outside of my little QC issue, which I don't think is a huge deal just because he's a battle damage statue. If it was a clean statue and it just had that, I would bug the crap out of me. But, This Thanos just got paid off, so we're going to be shipping him. Say goodbye, folks. You won't see him in another video ever again in my collection. But Thanos, I'm very happy with. I'm very happy with Loki. Doctor Strange should arrive hopefully in the next few weeks. Still don't have tracking or anything. And apparently Captain America bus is going to start shipping in June. I was not expecting it that early. So that definitely takes priority for me. Of course, funds are very limited for me. I just don't make, it's very limited. So I'm definitely going to have to, for the time being, pass on Kong Bust and Mecha to prioritize Captain America Bust, because that for me is much more important. I want to get that the moment it's available. We can wait on Kong Bust. I don't think Mecha is truly necessary. I do want to get Kong Bust, but Mecha, I think it's really cool, but it's very expensive, and, I'll wait. But, man, the only thing we'll be missing from this display is Thor Bust, which will probably ship towards the end of the year. And so very, very excited to finish this wall. It's like the ultimate Marvel wall. So, yeah, Loki will probably be shipped off, in the latter part of June. My seller or buyer has one more payment left, and then Loki is going away. But this Thanos just got paid off, so I'm going to box him up tonight and get him out this week. And that Joker is on payment plan, so we'll enjoy him for the next few months, and then he will go to a new home. So very cool statue. I actually really do like it. I like it a lot more than I thought. But we don't have space for it, and ultimately this is my Joker. But I do like this a lot. I think it's really cool. Anyways, folks, the next statue that should be arriving is going to be Link 1/4 and Steppenwolf, and possibly Doctor Strange. So I will see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.